Hey everybody, this is Ron from RV Weekenders. We're going to talk a little bit about slide out maintenance today, and I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can do it. Now we have I-beam maintenance and Schwintek maintenance, so that's what we're going to work on today. So we'll be right back. Alright, so slide out maintenance. We're going to do Schwintek and we're going to do our I-beam maintenance today. So basically you're going to lubricate the I-beams and we're going to clean and lubricate the Schwintek slide. So we have some items here. I'm going to show you what we're going to be using. First of all, start with the Schwintek. Schwintek, we're going to be using a dry lube and a brush. Okay, this is the Blaster dry lube that I use. Now again, you have to do your own research and do this the way you think is the best, but this is how I'm going to do it. And then I have a very soft bristle brush that I'm going to be using to clean out the Schwintek tracks, and we'll show you how to do that. And then last but not least, nice clean lint-free rag, okay, to help me get the Schwinteks clean and get them ready. Okay, so now for the I-beam, we're actually going to use a white lithium grease. This is also what I use on the fifth wheel hitch. Okay, and but before we do that, we're going to take some paper towels and a stiff bristle brush. This is a lot stiffer than the soft brush, that paint brush that I'm using for the Schwintek. But this is a stiffer bristle brush. You notice it's a 4-incher. I'm going to be taking this across the teeth of the I-beam to get them all cleaned out before I spray in this white lithium grease. Okay, so that's what we're going to use. Tools of the trade for today. Well, let's get started. Okay, so we're out here on the Schwintek slide, and the Schwintek has two sprockets, one at the bottom and one way at the top. So we're going to start with the bottom one. I'm going to show you how that one's done, and then I will go through and do the other three. Okay, but I'm going to show you how to do this one first. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get the track cleaned out, and that's what the bristle brush is for. And we're going to go through and we are going to get every one of these tracks cleaned out. Okay, nice and neat. Make sure we're hitting every one. Okay, and while you're doing this, I know I'm up on a ladder. Use some good common sense on your ladder safety. Okay. Put your ladder in a good position, and so it's not wobbly. And then again, I'm just going to clean out every one of these things and go back over it. I want to get all of the dust and everything out. Okay. Sometimes I will put my finger on the brush. That'll make it a little bit stiffer when I need to. And get all the way in there and get that all nice and clean. Okay. Once we've done that, then we're going to take our dry lube. You can shake it up really good. And we're going to apply the dry lube. Okay, just like that. Now the dry lube it's a lot better, and then we can wipe off the excess off the top. Okay, and if you want to wipe it off just a little bit, you don't need a ton of this stuff. Okay, wipe it off the edge just a little, not much. That's what that clean rag is for. And now your Schwintek is nice and lubricated. Okay, get that off of there, off the seal. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to spray the seals down with some good seal lubrication. Okay, we'll do this side, and then we'll do the other side, and we'll get the top from the roof. Okay, please make sure you're using the right stuff. Ours are Lippert brand, and I always go to Lippert to find out what I need to do. All right, and we'll get the other three done, and then show you how to do the Okay, so that's it for the Schwintek side of it. The last step of this that I'm going to do is I'm going to run the Swintech in and out, the slide in and out, just to make sure it gets a good even coat on the sprockets. And that should do the Swintech. And then the next step is going to be to clean the I-beams. And I have 2 slides to do for that, just the 1 slide for the Swintech. So be back in a minute. Okay, so I'm underneath the slide right now, and the big slide, and we're under the slide that's gonna, the side that's gonna come in first when we bump it, because we want to bump it. So here you've got your I-beam, okay, and out your sprocket right there, and you want to make sure that we're getting all of that lubricated, okay. This big rod right here is the hydraulic rod. The only thing you're going to do with this hydraulic rod is you're going to wipe it down, and you need to do this periodically just to make sure that you're not getting particles in there, okay. So all you need to do is wipe it down. Don't try to lubricate it in any way. It will get lubricated from the hydraulic fluid inside the ram, okay. So I just tend to clean it, wipe it down, and that's it. What needs to be lubricated is this sprocket right here, okay, and the teeth on the I-beam. So that's what we're going to do first. So what we're going to do is we're going to start cleaning it by taking this stiff bristle brush, and you can take your hand on the brush and you can help make it a little stiffer by cleaning it, okay. And you want to clean it good. See all the dust coming off before you put lubrication on it, okay. Now we need to do more. We've got to clean the sprocket as well, but you'll notice that we can't get through all the sprocket. So I have a helper, and that helper's name is Stephanie, and she's going to help me by bumping the slide in just about 4 or 5 inches. And I've got my radio here. Now I've heard a lot of people talk about having cell phones instead of radios, but if you're in a location where cell signal is very poor, then it's kind of hard to use a cell phone. Where these radios will work everywhere and anywhere you go, okay. And you can put this particular one is a Midland radio, and I'll put a link. We got these from Amazon. They have secure channel links, so nobody else can horn in on your conversation that you're having with your spouse. So I'm gonna give her a shout. Okay, Stephanie, I need you to take the slide in just a little bit, and I'll tell you when to stop. Go ahead.
Gotcha.
Stop. Okay, out just a little bit. Stop. Okay, so that works really well with the radio. She does a great job. So we're just going to clean the sprocket a little bit more. All right. And then, remember we got this white lithium grease. This is much better to use on this and than the dry lube, because it'll last a lot longer, and with the big gears it's really what you should be using. Now this is again what I am doing myself. You have to do your own research, okay. Okay, and now I have a paper towel here. I'm just gonna wipe up the excess. You don't need a ton of it, okay. Okay, Stephanie, bump it in a little bit.
Okay.
Stop. Okay, see the radio works really well. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit more lubrication to the sprocket. Okay, in just a little bit more. Stop. Okay, back out. Keep going all the way out. Okay, you're good. All right, add just a little bit more grease. Okay, we'll get in here and just wipe that down just a little bit. But other than that, and that's how you do that. Okay, don't forget to clean the ram. And we're gonna go do the other 3. Now the ram is only on one side of each one of the I-beams, okay? You can see we got a really good coating of the white lithium grease, and it will stay on there for quite some time. Once it dries up a little bit, it will lubricate this rig, and you can leave it on there while you are stationary. And there goes my rag, so I'm going to go catch it, and we'll see you in a little bit when we finish up. Okay, well that's it for the slide maintenance. So we're gonna just want to make sure you guys get that done as often as possible. If you're weekend RVing it, you should be doing it at least once a month. Unless you keep those slides closed up, then you can probably get away with it a little less often. But if you're full-time in it, you should be doing that a lot more often, keeping those I-beams and your Swintex lubricated, especially since you're leaving those things open a lot more if you're full-time in it. Weekenders, we can get away with it a little less often, but full-timers need to do it more often. So, and don't forget, you need to make sure that you are spraying lubrication on your slide-out seals. Do that a lot. You want to keep those sealed up, especially if you get rain where you're at and you're camping. It will keep the rain from coming in. So don't forget to seal those up. So I'm Ron.
And I'm Stephanie.
And we're the RV Weekenders. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Like those videos, okay?
Have a great 4th of July.
Great 4th of July.